off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my... It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That's embedded, you get it, treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Last laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? Woods, I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how this just happened, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that.
First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, it's week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They start on the ground with Elliott. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
To throw on second down, Colbert. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
To throw on third down, Colbert. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. The Colts at 3-7 now on the year. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Colbert. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They'll run it again with Henry. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Rodgers to return it. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Colbert finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and then turn that one into a big play.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw. Colbert looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Colbert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning to points for the other side.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now it's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
On the return, it's Rodgers. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off play action. Colbert to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
On 1st and 10, Colbert hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and 2, Colbert, he'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. On the counter, Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, Valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 18.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 31 yards there and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. They set up the screen for Henry. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
31-yard line.
Second and 12.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Casey Hayward. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, We still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Colbert. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
And he's got Pierce. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Colbert. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he's got this to Jefferson.
Complete to Justin Jefferson.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And they'll send the tight end in motion. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard. They flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Henry running right. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. 4th down. Here's Wilson.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Back to the ground now. Patterson.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 42. Wilson.
Going for Jefferson downfield.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Justin Jefferson
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Falcons have got it back to within a score.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
A lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
He finds Pierce. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Throwing on first down. Colbert. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson.
That's caught left side to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Atlanta.
On 1st down, Wilson. Complete. Jefferson to target. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down. Wilson will throw again.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
17. Young Way Koo, the kickoff for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. The offense on third down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
To throw on 3rd down.
Colbert, he'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Colts 17. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
That one complete to Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Colbert. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Colbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Colbert flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Julian Blackman bringing him down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and 5.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Wilson.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
The slot man in motion right. Oh, Wilson going to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And look at this, he's going to keep it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing to start the drive. Colbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 2nd down at 6 now for the 42.
2nd and 6. at the 42.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Again, Wilson will keep it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Falcons, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll be...
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the earth, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she comes, so what I gotta do, I'm moving with a 2, I paid it out the fuck. Yeah, get them picked off, Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock them. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the earth, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever